This is the StarCraft 2 BSG Cup. We are finally here, the finals after all day. I hope everyone's psyched up to see who of these two players does go ahead and win this best of 5, I believe it is. First map is Scrap Station. We have Guppy here spawning as the pink Zerg in the sort of right-hand spawn spot. And we have Flaminflier, a veteran in these finals, but never really actually won it, spawning in the 12 o'clock position here as the purple Protoss player. No Captain Jack this week to take his glory away, so it'll be interesting to see if Guppy can do the same thing. To wait and stay tuned. Scrap Station, obviously another player has picked this map. This is just preset, but it is generally known as a Zerg favored map, simply because of the rush distance being, well, not rush distance, but the ground distance being so long early on the game. Any early pushes are easily scouted and easily dealt with, so getting up your expansion and getting a lot of drones out is so not risky at all. Like, if you scout your opponent properly, you can get those drones out, and when he starts to attack, then you can build your units. Obviously you can't wait till he has a 200 out of 200 army for that, but still, it's the basic premise of the map. Now, Flaminflier, though, interesting to see what he does in this map. He is a very, very solid player from what we've been watching. He does know his builds. He does have quite an array of builds he can do as well. Guppy asking if it's the best of 5. It definitely is. Luz does pick the next map, but hey, I want to see what this kind of builds these guys are doing on this map. I mean, Flaminflier, kind of disadvantaged by the map, but I do think he is a slightly better player from what I've seen so far. But Guppy has shown some definite skill with ZVZ. He did show one of the games against Zia where he went very macro heavy, got like 51 drones or something. That game impressed me. His last 2 wins, not so much. Didn't go very macro, just kind of took advantage of small weaknesses and just pumped Zerglings into it. But hey, we'll have to wait and see. We do have a fast expansion going down here, and we do actually have a fast expansion going down here from Flamin. So wow, that's a Nexus first. That is a crazy build. So obviously thinks he can get away with it. Scouted his opponent out. I think he has. Yeah, he's got the drone here. He does realize his opponent is fast expanding, realizing there is a delay on this spawning pool. Did go hatchery first, so knowing, well, obviously he knows there's time to get their gateway up. Using the map's distance to his advantage. Those Zerglings will not have speed because there is obviously no extractor yet, and will take a long time to get to his opponent's base. So hey, we'll have to wait and see how this transpires. I mean, this could be risky. If he can get maybe a wall off here, it'd be a lot more safer, but he's definitely building on top of his ramp. What else is he building here? Just a second pylon. He has scattered this out. Now, has he seen this expansion? No, obviously he hasn't seen expansion. It's been a while. But will he see it on the way past? Because if he does scout that, that could change how he plays. He could go more aggressive. Whereas against Protoss, you kind of want to be a bit defensive early up, because you are worried about those gateway pushes. Gateway units are so strong. Zealots just impacts. So hard to deal with before you get roaches. And it takes a while to get roaches. We do see the roach warren going down. That's a very quick roach warren. Doesn't have any units out now. In fact, if he does a roach push, this could be quite interesting. Stalkers are technically the counter to roaches in that they have just that 1 extra range or 2 extra range, but it has been cut down a lot since the roaches got that 4 range instead of 3. So I'm kind of interested to see how he can counter this. Cybernetic score going up as well. That will get done about the same time as a roach warren, so we'll have time to build a bunch of units. We have a few Zerglings here. Not much else really going on. Obviously the fast expand kind of slows the game down a bit. He has not scouted it yet. He's going for a forge. I kind of like this. Forge does quite well against roaches. Where is he going to put his cannons is the question. Like, do you wall off down here? That's the best spot, but you've also got this to deal with. Keep in mind his opponent still has not scouted this base here. He has not seen that expansion, so assuming there's still one basing. Robo is out. Now, this Overlord here is in a really poor position, because if he built a Stalker right now, he could kill this Overlord. But it looks like he's moving it away now, moving it in the wrong direction. With your Overlords, guys, when you, unless you're fast expanding, of course, but when you are going with this Overlord in this map, send it over here, scout, but then move it over here, so you can keep an eye on this expansion here, and when they take it, that's kind of his error right now. He's getting a cannon down here. Interesting spot. I guess you can't really get a surround on it there, but hey, let's see how that plays out when he obviously pushes in at some point in this game. Forge, not using a Forge for upgrades though. Would love to see +1 weapons, because it does so well against Zerglings. 2 roaches out now, and he's building a few more lings. Second production menu real quickly here. Immortal coming out as well, so Robo is up. If you want to counter to roaches, Immortal is most definitely it. Has he got any Observer out yet as well? No, he hasn't got the Observer. So he's going Immortal first. It's quite interesting. This Overlord out of range of this cannon. In fact, this Overlord is starting to become a bit of an annoyance. This Sentry here, we'll start attacking it, probably chase it off a bit. Decent army here, but with the Immortal out, if he gets a few Zealots and stuff, could be enough to hold off. And there's 2 cannons should be enough, but it's the run by I'd be worried about here. That is a very, very open expansion. There's a pylon here, but anyway, we'll see what happens. 2 lings going forward now. Where's he going to? Looks from his angle, I dare say he's going to this expansion. If he scouts it out, it could change how he plays quite well. Looks like he will get through here. Look at that. Not even very good placement on that. He does see this now, and he's able to just seriously walk in here and kill probes. Those two are not going to be able to kill any probe. I think they got one probe out of all that. But hey, now as a Zerg player, if you see your opponent has a full up and running expansion about the same time that you do, I mean, income tab real quickly, 37 to 27 for the Zerg player, so significantly behind despite the fast expand. When you fast expand, you kind of expect to be so far sort of ahead, like you expect to have more drones, and especially when you're not building this many units. And this is the reaction here. This is building a lot of Zerglings. I don't know if that's the best reaction, although with the poor sort of area here, he needs to build more here. Like really, turtle up a bit. Seriously. Does he have the observer area yet? He does not have the observer area. He does not know there is a lot of units here. I mean, really, Lings do so well against the models. It's not funny at all. So I'll have to wait and see what happens from here. He comes to push forward now. Lings so quickly. They're going to just do a run past, I'd imagine. Or they're going to try and attack this thing. Cannon will shut that down. Loses Ling for his efforts. But now we'll be forced to pull back. Good cannon placement there. That is obviously the most basic place you go in. But honestly, this distance here, you can run by there. And one cannon isn't going to be enough. Zergling's getting surrounded on cannons. Will kill the cannon quite quickly. He doesn't have any units. He's going very mortal heavy. But I dare say he's now starting to get some gateway units. And he's starting to pull ahead. Checking the production tab real quickly again. Mutalisks coming out now, so needs to get some Stalkers out to deal with that. Mutalisks obviously very good harassment units. Once the cannons come up though, this is very open. To be honest with you, he needs to get some cannons behind here. Obviously you can't see the Mutalisks yet, but quick mutas, quite interesting build. The problem with mutas is once you start, for the Protoss player, once the mutas start harassing you, it's really hard to leave your base. Until you kill them all obviously. It's really hard to harass and that kind of stuff. So here come the mutas now. So quick muta build I dare say. Has he got all 4 gas yet? Yep, he is. So he's looking pretty good, pretty even, decent. Like dare I say, for pure mutas and not getting any Lings at all, he's got a good amount of workers. But the problem is, mutas by themselves aren't that great right now. Early on, they aren't great in small numbers. Once they start getting into that sort of death pack around 20 or so, you start having a few troubles and stuff like that. But hey, we'll see what happens here. He's scanning around now, looking to come in from this angle and hit his natural. He probably should have rallied him up here to start with, but hey, small little thing you can fix for the future. He's going to kill a lot of probes here. There's absolutely nothing to stop him. Coming through here, oh, there is absolutely nothing there. He's getting up for robotics may as well. Completely wrong tech path, but mutas here, do so much damage. How many Stalkers has he got? 2. Mutas can kill those 2 Stalkers, to be honest with you. There is nowhere near enough Stalkers to kill that. No cannon up here to defend against this as well. This is going to cost him a lot of probes. They're going to swing around now. A few more Stalkers out now. Problem with this attack is, like at this point, it's almost worth all-inning as a Protoss player. If he's this far behind, like he's lost a lot of probes. Just checking the income tab again. He's 32 to 35, so he had a lead. He's lost that lead. The problem with mutas is that they will keep harassing you, and the longer you leave it, the more they'll get. We just see some banelings and roaches and lings sitting out here, but it really isn't that much. Especially against this army here, can force fit a lot of stuff. The Zealots can take hits. If he kills the banelings, those Zealots will be fine. They'll tether everything else quite easily. Here comes the push now. A lot of Lings. In fact, they're going to get completely blocked off here. Here they go. Wow, just almost getting mashed. Just force putting him in. This Stalker here might die. In fact, no, he doesn't even lose that. Wow, Baneling's completely wiping out those Zealots there, but really his army size is so much smaller that it doesn't really make a difference at all. Where are the Mutalisks? I have absolutely no idea. Never mind, they're out right there. I couldn't quite see them over the purple. More Lings pouring in now, but they're going to get shut down. Lings in small numbers like this against a big army like this doesn't do much at all. What's his muta count at? He still only has 7. Is he building more? 7 more mutas being built. He is getting a Colossus as well, and there is also Zerg Flyer attacks level 2 popping out, and Baneling speed. So interesting. Banelings against Protoss, I don't really like him unless they go Zealot heavy, so I'm questioning his use of that there. Mutalisks are going to keep him in his base if he just keeps this up, but pushing out now is great. This is all his overlords right here, so he's just going to clean them up. This is the problem with rallying. Wow, he's not even going to clean that up. Okay, this is a smart idea here, so you want to clean up this attack path here so you can get back to your base quite quickly, move it forward a bit so you can shoot all your units. There you go. The models deal so much damage to those rocks. Obviously, with quite high armor, you need high damage units to really take it out. But yeah, like I was saying with these overlords, always when you build an overlord, just manually send it somewhere kind of protected or somewhere to scout. It takes like 2 APM to do, seriously. Here comes a push now. This is going to be quite bad for the Zerg player, because Mutalisks by himself don't do that much. He's going to take out all these Mutalisks, I assume. He's moving forward. There are quite a few Mutalisks there. It could be a lot more even, but these ground units are going to do so much. Keep an eye on the Stalker count now. He is down to a few. He's building some Lings, but they're going to get torn up. 5 Stalkers left. Actually, Mutalisks look like they might clean this up. This could be bad. I thought there were a lot less Mutalisks than that. Spire is taken out though. That's big. Can't build any more mutas. He's going to move forward now, and he's starting to take out some drones. He's going for the Roach Warren as well, taking out tech structures. That's an awesome idea. Going for the hatchery as well. Immortals, still 2 Immortals up. Is he targeting the Immortals? Looks like he's going for the Colossus at this point. If he takes out this lair, this will be huge, because he will not be able to build a Spire back at all. Kill the Colossus, but it is the Immortals that are doing the damage. Will this get it down? It's going to be pretty close, actually. One more shot and he'll get it. Gets it, just in time, just as it dies. That is huge. He's lost his lair, he's lost his entire base. He's down to 1 base of harvesting. Whilst it's quite oversaturated, his tech right now consists of building Zerglings and Banelings, and that's it. This is going to be an all-in from here, although he's going to fall so far behind. All he's got to do now is build Stalkers and live. He does not need to do anything but build Stalkers. This could be quite big. He's getting a Twilight Council for Blink. Blink's not great against Mutalisks, but it's better than nothing. Zerg player moving down here. Looks like he's trying to expand somewhere. Yeah, right here. Very normal. You either go here or down at the gold if you're feeling very sneaky. Hatchery, another hatchery going down here. Is he going to rebuild up here? That's actually an interesting question. If you do lose your base up here, do you rebuild there? I mean, you've lost quite a few minerals, or do you, I mean, it's fairly safe as well. The other thing to keep note of is there is no creep up here, so this spawning pool will eventually die. Obviously, once a creep, starts to lose health now, so that will eventually die. He's going to need to either spread creep back up there or heal it. So, something to keep note of. This one will be fine with the creep chain right next to it. He's taking out this wall here, probably to defend both bases a lot easier, so we can get a path from this one to this one. If this gets scattered, yeah, it does get scattered. So obviously he doesn't know about his base now. What are you going to do about that now? That's a question. Do you attack? Obviously he knows how many Mutalisks his opponent has, because he did kill the Spire and the Lair and the Roach Warren. So he knows his opponent can only go Lings, but he knows he still has some Mutalisks up. So he needs to build Stalkers to counter those Mutalisks. Colossus will deal very well with Lings. We do see a very heavy Baneling. Wow, that's a lot of Banelings. Obviously he can only build Banelings and Lings, so might as well build a lot of them, right? Has he got Baneling speed? I think he does. This push here is coming at a good time. If he hits those Stalkers, though, that will be an error. Stalkers do not take any damage at all from Banelings. Barely brings 2 of them to half. Takes out 1 Stalker with it. Now, he's going to push forward these granules. This is going to be enough to take out the Mutalisks. If he can kill these Mutalisks, that will be game and set and match. Actually not match, dare I say. This is a best of 5, sorry. Get a bit ahead of myself there. But no, he's chased those Mutalisks off, and he will not be able to build Mutalisks back. He will lose his base, and he will be stuck on 1 base. He has only got a bunch of Lings here, but this Colossus deals with Lings very, very well. 1 sweep will kill basically anything it touches. Clean that up. He can push forward now and practically win the game, dare I say. Hydra is coming up now. A bit late for that. He has got his lair up now. Is he going to go... What else is he building? Nothing. He's just getting a lot of Hydras. Colossus counter Hydras, like, really crazy. In fact... Flamin doing the smart or the safe thing, expanding. He has denied his opponent's attack. He is going to expand again, and I mean he can win right now, but he can win later as well. He's got such a big advantage. It would take quite a big sort of error to fall behind. But Mutalisk, other unit that can make you fall behind. He is pushing forward. He's going to move into his main now with these Mutalisks, and they're going to do almost no damage because there are photon cannons there. Completely missed them. Loses a Mutalisk, and he can't build a Spire back, so it's quite big. Coming through here, this is going to be pretty much game from here. There's no way he can hold this off, not with Hydralisks, not with only 6 Hydralisks as well. Moving into the main, kind of expecting him to be there, I think. He can take out this Baneling Nest, spawning pool as well. That will basically count his entire tech. He knows he's not there, he realizes he's only got 1 base left. Moving forward, what's he moving out with? Drones and Lings. He's trying to perhaps counter-attack into a main, come around from behind maybe. There are actually Zealots behind. There we go, so he realizes he's behind. He's trying to go for a Colossus. He's going to target the Colossus down. Colossus needs to be connected with Hydralis at this point, to be honest with you. But hey, choosing not to. He blinks forward. In fact, he has enough units, he doesn't even need to. GG. Guppy does lose the first game. Flaminflier does win, so he goes 1 up in his best of 5, so stay tuned.